Alarms are being raised over food security in Southern Africa. According to the UN, an estimated 14 million people are facing hunger following prolonged dry spells that led to a poor harvest last year. Maria Galang with more.
WFP is raising serious concerns that the El-Nino global weather event, which is leading to even worse drought across southern Africa, is already affecting this year's crop.
The number of people without enough food could rise significantly over the coming months as the region moves deeper into the so-called lean season, the period before the April harvest when food and cash stocks become increasingly depleted.
The World Food Programme also noted that the worst affected countries by last year's poor rains are Malawi, Madagascar and Zimbabwe. Lesotho has also declared a drought emergency, and 1/3 of the population doesn't have enough food. Also of concern is the situation in Angola, Mozambique and Swaziland. Maria Galang, CCTV.
Let's get more insights now on the situation south of the continent. CCTV's Angelo Coppola is standing by live in Johannesburg. Angelo, WFP is painting quite a grim picture of the food situation there in Southern Africa. Just how bad is it? Is the impact being felt on the ground yet?
Well, it's getting worse, Penina. In South Africa, we were told that stockpiles of maize, which is the staple diet here, will probably last until August or September. It's unclear if those local stockpiles, though, include any export tonnages to our neighbours that are suffering at the moment. In the meantime, the consumers here are starting to see small price increases, but those will eventually swell, some say to around 25% increases in monthly food bills. If those stockpiles run short and maize can't be exported quickly enough into our neighbouring countries, we'll probably start seeing some shortages there. Hopefully, though, it won't get to that at the moment, Penina.
The food security threat, Angelo, affects up to 7 countries in that region. Do you get the sense that there is a coordinated regional response to this threat?
Well, the situation is becoming dire. There's no question there. In South Africa, we're going to have to import around 6 million tons. Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Namibia, Botswana and Swaziland are going to need around 5 million tons on top of that of soya and wheat. It's unclear when that import process is going to start and how it's going to be distributed into the countries because of the infrastructure challenges there. In terms of that coordinated effort, well, I'm not hearing anything at the moment, not from SADC, and it's besides a report that was issued in December about the situation in those 7 countries that form that grouping. The most recent official communication we heard on the drought and the maize shortage was on Friday from the South African Agriculture Minister, and he didn't mention a word of any coordinated effort other than those UN organizations that are starting to get involved in places like Zimbabwe. So hopefully there is work going on in the background, but we're not hearing anything officially just yet. Penina?
All right, Angelo, thanks very much for joining us. Angelo Coppola live in Johannesburg.